Hey guys, taking off the bandage. Ooh, it's bloody, chunky. No, that's over. I can tell you what, like, actually happened. Got, like, really, really sick. It wasn't last week, I don't think. Yeah, it was last week. Not last weekend, but the weekend before that, I was in the hospital. Ew. It's still gooey. This is basically all my blood dried up, and started out as a kidney infection that I didn't feel, and it just got worse and worse and worse, and then it infected my blood, and then all my organs swelled up, and I remember it kept getting worse. It was the week right before Asher's birthday. So Asher's birthday was like on a Saturday, March 28th. And I was getting really sick that week. And I remember Kim just kept saying, she's like, "You're just homesick. You need to get up and you need to go. Like, let's go hike. Let's go. Come on." And that was her trying to fix me. It was cute, but it was, I knew that I wasn't just homesick. It wasn't like depression taking its toll on my body. I knew something was wrong. And then finally, on Saturday, I was laying in bed and it was getting really bad. I'm like, "Kim, I need to go home. Like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but if this is what depression is, I'm leaving. I'm going home. Like, I'm not staying here if this is what it feels like." And she's like, "Okay, you know what? We need to open your window." Because I still had the saran wrap shit on my fucking window. Because it still gets cold a little bit. She tore all that off. She got some fresh air in the room. She's like, "What do you need from me? What would you like?" And I'm like, "I want to go to the urgent care." She's like, "Okay, I will go with you." Because the first time I went at the beginning of that week. I went the week before that, actually. The week before I got really sick. I went because I got off of work and I started having like almost a full-on seizure. I was having like body tremors. It wasn't like shivering. It was like uncontrollable shaking. And made the stupid decision to drive myself to urgent care, which was really dangerous, but I made it. And I busted in there and I'm like, "Dude, something is wrong." And at first I thought I was having an allergic reaction to the birth control that I started taking. No babies. And so they took me in the back, and they were really fucking rude. They were really rude, because I was freaking out. All they did, and I showed them my birth control. I'm like, "This is what I'm taking. I don't know what the fuck is happening, but I'm shaking uncontrollably. I have a fever. I don't know what's going on." And they fucking treat me like I'm some kind of like crackhead trying to scam them out of drugs or something. They took my shit you fucking wrap around your arm. Blood pressure. They took my blood pressure. They put the thing on my finger for the oxygen. And they took my temperature. That's literally it. I fucking bust in there freaking out, telling them something's wrong with me. And they do the basics. They're like, "It's probably the flu. You're going to be okay." And one of the fucking nurses was like, "There's literally nothing we can do, but we're going to escort you out of the building now." And they literally they fucking stood over me while I packed my shit, made me do the walk of shame out of the building. Sent me on my way. No meds, no nothing. They didn't take any blood, they didn't take any urine, nothing. And then, of course, it just got worse. So later on that week, I went back to the urgent care, and I insisted that something was wrong. You need to take some blood or fucking urine or something. Figure it out. And I was there for like a fucking hour because I couldn't go to the bathroom. I couldn't pee. And they couldn't find a vein in my arm. At that point, we didn't know that all my blood had dried up, but all of my veins were like tiny. So they fucking tried forever to get some blood, and finally they found some blood. And the entire time I just couldn't go to the bathroom. I slammed like almost an entire gallon of water. And the fucking the main nurse there, the main doctor, she was looking at me like I was a fucking idiot for carrying a jug of water around with me. She's like, "Why are you carrying that around?" I had like one of the natural spring water jugs. I'm like, "Well, I'm sick and I'm really thirsty." And she's like, "But why are you carrying it around?" I'm like, "I'm thirsty." Like, fucking, I'm never going to that urgent care again. After this whole thing went down and I was back at work, I told people about my experience there, and they're like, "Yeah, no, fucking Mosaic sucks." Mosaic Life Care used to be Heartland Health. And everyone swears up and down that Heartland is like the worst fucking medical center. But it's like the only one in St. Joe. They say their bedside manner sucks. They will do anything they possibly can not to treat you properly. It's gooey still. Yeah, but that fucking doctor treated me like I was... It was a different doctor, but she just fucking treated me like I was an inconvenience. And so they, she's like, "Well, if you can't pee, you can't pee. So we're just going to send you on your way. We have blood. We're going to do some tests on the blood. It might take an hour or two, but you can head home and we'll give you a call if there's anything wrong." And Kim drove me there, but I had been there for so long that I told Kim, I'm like, "You know what, just go to Jenny's, have some fun, and I'll be here for a while. I'll give you a call when I'm done, and you can come get me." And she's like, "Okay." So I called Kim when I'm done, and I'm waiting in the urgent care office for them to show up to come get me. And literally, like, the moment they walk in, Kim walks in the door, and she's like, "All right, let's go." And I'm like, "All right." We're walking out of the building, and a nurse fucking flies out after me. She's like, "Michelle, you're still here." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still here. I was waiting for my ride." She's like, "We need to actually talk to you in the in one of the rooms. I'm so glad you're here. We need to talk to you." So she pulls me into the room. She's like, "You need to go to the hospital." I'm like, "Okay, what's wrong?" And she's like, "Your blood counts are down to like 33,000. So something's wrong with your blood. So you need to be admitted to the urgent care. If you have a ride, that's great. If you don't, we need to get an ambulance for you." I'm like, "No, I have a ride. So they took me to Jenny and Kim drove me to the ER, dropped me off there. And then all of a sudden, it was like a house case. Then I was swarmed by nurses. The nurses of the ER were really nice. There was like 3 girls and then 2 guys that were just trying to figure out what was wrong with me. Because for like the first 2 days, they didn't know what the fuck was wrong with me. They were just taking tests and all that fun stuff. And for I got admitted into the ER at like 2 p.m. They couldn't find a vein for like 5 or 6 hours. They literally were poking me for 5 or 6 hours until like 8 p.m. Just trying to get... I mean, I was bruised all over. That is from them. That's not from the IV. That's from them trying to take blood. But this entire side was just covered in holes. And then finally they found a hole right in the crease of my arm, which made it literally impossible to bend my arm. So for my 4-day hospital stay, it was like that. It was great. Ooh, it's junky. Whoa. And it just got worse before it got better. They were taking blood. They were trying to figure out what the fuck was wrong with me. And I kept telling them, I'm like, when I try to breathe in and expand my ribs, it hurts. Something's wrong with my stomach. It feels like the organ right underneath is like being pulled or stretched or something. And so they did a fucking ultrasound and all my organs were swollen, and they're like, there's no There's no explanation for why your organs are swollen. But, and then at that point, they're like, you can't eat anything because we're going to do some, what's it, x-rays and like CAT scans and stuff. So I didn't eat for a fucking day and a half, which sucked. And then once they did the x-rays and everything, I did eat. The first meal that I had, Jenny and Kane show up, like right when I start stuffing my face. And then at that point, during their visit, I realized that I had literally no control over my bowels. And so while they're trying to be nice and visiting me, I'm like, dude, you guys gotta go. I'm about to shit my pants. It was so bad. I shit my pants like 7 times that weekend. The nurses were so nice. They fucking wiped my ass like I was an infant because I couldn't get up. And my face was fucking up too. Like the inside of my mouth, I had petechiae in the inside of my mouth. Like my entire mouth was bruised, and there was blood inside of my nose for no reason at all. It was just like my fucking blood was freaking out. And at one point, I went to go fucking blow my nose, and it all came out the back of me. It was so embarrassing, but they were so nice about it. The ER was so much nicer than the urgent care. So much fucking nicer. I actually filled out a survey for the hospital, because they were so nice. I was literally like an infant the entire time. Like I mean, towards the last day I was there, I was much better, and I could get up and go to the bathroom by myself. I was so sad. I'm like, God damn it. That's why I didn't want any visitors. Like, everyone wanted to come visit me. I'm like, dude, don't come visit me. Please don't come visit me. Because I literally almost shit my pants in front of Kate and Jenny. It's really bad. But I'm so much better now. But I'm still really homesick. I still have no fucking urge to go out and do anything. I have the urge to go to, like, the rendezvous. The rendezvous sounds good. But these fucking late nights that Kim is having, like, she fucking goes out and she comes up at, like, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I'm old, okay? I need to be in bed at latest 11. I fucking can't. I got all that shit out of my system. I mean, back in my day, we were staying up for days at a time. I got all that shit out of my system. Oh, it's chunky. Right where the hole is. Can you see the hole? Whoa. Okay, so what is that? Okay, so that's the hole. Well, this down there, that's just a bruise. But I can feel right above the hole, the vein is like clotting. Anyway, I figured might as well update you on my life. There's not a lot going on. We bought some front paneling for the porch because now that it's spring, the city can start giving us shit for like the way our house looks. During winter, they can't give a shit for the way our house looks because there's literally nothing we can do. It's too fucking cold to do anything outside. But it's warming up, and yeah, so we got some paneling for the front porch. We're gonna put up a privacy fence. We returned the security camera system. I see all of this shit you don't know about because I haven't been making videos. It's been pointless to make videos because it takes like a year and a half to upload them. So I don't even know if I'm gonna upload this one. It's gonna go probably into archives or something. Yeah, we got a security camera system because of course we live in the ghetto with psychopaths. And then I realized that $400 security system with plastic cameras not worth my money, so I returned that. And we're just gonna get a privacy fence, a nice big 8-foot privacy fence around the backyard, which is gonna cost $1,100 estimated, give or take or give some, you know, money to that. And then we're going to do 4-foot chain link fences around the front, but that's in the far future. I mean, saving up for this privacy fence in the back is prolonged, especially with my bills now. Really wanted to come home and visit, but now that I have a good $5,000 or $3,000 in medical bills, there's no way that's going to happen. And put the cherry on top of that, the cherry on top of the shit storm that is March and April of 2015, I get home from the hospital and my fucking caliper on my passenger side wheel freezes down, and it just absolutely shreds my rotor, and I literally get stuck. Like, she will not drive. When I press the gas, she's like, and she won't go forward. So I'm stranded at the laundromat, and so I have to call a tow truck, and $500 later, they changed the rotors, changed the calipers, changed brake pads, and they went under the hood to change the fuel pump. Not the fuel pump. What the fuck is that? Brake line on my right side. Shut up. Because apparently it's like completely clogged. So went under the hood to change that. And that was $500. Of course, they charged me double for all of the parts. I should have fucking gone to O'Reilly's and picked them out myself and been like, there. Don't charge me for the fucking parts. Just do the labor. Of course, I had no car to do that, and I didn't want to ask Joe to drive me around, chauffeur me. Kim's friend was so nice. He was chauffeuring us around. Like, we were fancy or something. So, oh yeah, I'm going to finish that story. So $500 later, I get her home. It was the same day. I get her home, and she works fine. She's starting, and I drove her around a little bit. And then later on that night, I was going somewhere, and I go to start her, and she's just not turning over. Her battery's fine. Completely fine. And I've never had issues with her starting. Never, ever, 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 ever. I've only had issues with her wheels, because she can't fucking keep her wheels on. But her engine has always been fine. Her battery's always been fine. Battery's fine, and I go to start her, and she's not fucking turning over. So the next day I call Joe's. Not the Joe that was driving us around, but Joe's tire service, which was the place that I took it to, because I heard that they were really great, and they did great service. Called them, and I'm like, what'd you guys do under my hood? And they're like, well, we changed the gas line hose on the right side. I'm like, you guys didn't, like, fuck with my starter or anything, did you? And they're like, no. But you could tow it in. We have a tow truck service. Go ahead and tow it in, and we'll take a look at it. I'm like, no. No, thank you. Goodbye. If I had some nuts, I would have gone apeshit and told them to come fucking look at my car and fix what the hell they did. So I'm stranded for the next few days, and Kane insisted on coming over and looking at my truck, and he suspects it's the fuel pump, which is kind of like a BFD. You have to like remove the bed of my truck to get to the fuel pump, which is like another $300 for the part and shit. Which is, I'm so done. I'm ready for fucking March and April to be over with. Once my truck is in functioning order, I'm gonna put like $2,000 on it. And that, I mean, even that, I won't be making the money back that I've put into the car. And knowing me, I would probably go lower because I'm a fucking quivering pussy when it comes to negotiating. I'm like, okay, yeah, you could take, I'll take $1,600 for it. I didn't even pay $16. I paid $16.50 for it, and I've probably invested about $800 into her. Fucking ridiculous. I'm done. I'm so fucking done. Well, that's my life. Check you later.